Hi, everybody. Before we get started, I'm Nancy Ann from Divine Guidance with Nancy Ann. But before we get started, I just wanted to remind you that it's for free. But if you can do me a favor, if my videos are resonating with you, can you please remember to click on the subscribe button and also the little bell, and then you'll get notified every time I put a video out. Also, if you don't mind, to click on the like button. That does help my channel reach other people that maybe what I'm sharing will help, or I'm hoping they'll help. And also, if you can put little hearts or smiley faces in the comments. I know sometimes it's hard to do comments. It took me a long time before I mustered up the nerve to put in, what I was feeling and what I want. I wanted to say thank you for sharing and all that. But if you can remember to please subscribe, like, little hearts in the comments, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, on with the show. Thanks. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Divine Guidance with Nancy Ann. I'm Nancy Ann. Phew, hot, 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 hot. Is it hot? Probably, yeah, it probably is hot everywhere you are. It is terrible, right? But before I start, I really want to say thank you to everybody who has either emailed me, texted me, or contacted me on WhatsApp, letting me know that everything that I've spoke about, that the Blessed Mother Mary has shown me that was happening in our world starting in 2025 till present day, and of course into the future. Yes, the fires, the earthquakes, the volcanoes. Unfortunately, they're going to continue and they're going to get worse. Flooding, definitely flooding in different areas, even in areas that aren't prone to flooding, and also drought. So we're going to have a whole serious impact with droughts, and that's going to make some of our foods are going to be, and this is not to make anybody panic, but we're going to see shortages and stuff. But we're all going to get through it. The one thing she's always shown is that we do get through it. So please don't panic. There's no room for panic. You don't want anything that's negative in our bodies right now, especially right now. And a part of that is what I'm going to speak to you about today. Again, a whole different video because of all this other stuff that's coming through that I wrote down, but it was hard to keep up because it was a lot. And I'm trying to comprehend it at the same time. But yeah, a lot of that has to do with, try to keep your mindset positive during this time, even though with all these tragedies happen around us or to our neighbors or right around us. Um, Try to keep the mindset in prayer, sending out love from your heart, healing and peace to every being on this planet, and also to Mother Earth, because as we're going through these transitions with our bodies, our minds, our consciousness, so is Mother Earth. The earth is changing and evolving with us, for us. It's a big part of us because we are connected to the earth. We're connected to everything. Um, our roots inside our body go deep within the earth, and we are connected to all living things, even the animals. So keep that in mind that God is the creator, but he created us through him, a part of him, because he wanted to experience life in different forms of life and beings like us and the human body, and made us all different for a reason. He wanted to experience it through us. So you are the divine light. Remember that. Your light goes way beyond the top of your head, called your crown chakra. It goes way up and reaches to God, universe. Okay, it's a big, huge light. Now, I had somebody on Facebook who I worked with a long time ago remembered that I had mentioned to her that my husband had asked me about what was heaven like. And I can only tell him and tell you also that I was only shown so much because I was lifted out of my body. I've had those out of body experiences. So I was only allowed to see so much. But when they showed me, when Jesus showed me, and when Mary brought me up into that heavenly realm, it's beautiful. It's all filled with love and light. We are all light beings. So even angels, they come to us in the forms that we know them as. So with the wings, like the wings behind me, but they really are light. And when I see them, like before they come, I see like a white light, like a swirly light. And sometimes it'll have pink and white or blue and white. It depends on which angel it is. So I've learned to know who's coming by those colors. So, and that's something you can do too. So you can play with them. They love to play with us. They love to help us. They like to be here with us, and guide us and give us information. And every single one of us has that opportunity. You just play with it and realize what you're seeing is real because we are magic. I call it magic, like good magic. We are spiritual beings with so much inside of us. We're so much more than we've ever been told, and the future, the future kids, they will know. They will already have a knowing, but they will be taught how to use their spiritual gifts. So that's a beautiful thing that's coming soon. It's not even that far into the future. It's going to happen soon. But she had mentioned that, and I thought, wow, that's pretty neat that she remembered. And she said she could remember even the sound of my voice from that time. So, you know, Megan, if you're listening, this is about our conversation on Facebook. So I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was so cute that she remembered that, and she remembered. And I want you all to know that's heaven is not a scary place. And I did a video. Go back and watch purgatory. It's not what you think it is. We have a cleansing area, and we have to cleanse our soul when we get back home because of all the heaviness that was in this 3D realm here on this planet, which we are getting out of it. Um, a lot of us have already felt the shift and the changes. A lot of you who are sensitive, um, you're already feeling the different waves of energy flowing through you. Some don't feel too good, and others feel calming. That's because we're feeling the pressure in the earth of all that is going through. So you're feeling that. And then you're also feeling the changes in the body that we're being upgraded from beings of love and light. And when I see them, they're also all light, and they also have like the beings that have been communicating with me when I let them in, because only you have to be um not in fear. You have to be able to allow your energy, your frequency to raise, and then you'll see them and they'll come to you and you'll see it sometimes by the corner of your eye. You'll see the white. Those are your angels. And then other times you'll see like to the left of you or to the right of you. And all of a sudden you'll see like a spiral of white light, and then it'll bring the color in. And for me, it has like a bluish, pinkish background, and the blue is like not a color blue that we have here. Like the shade, it's not like a that color blue that I can explain it to you, but it's a beautiful blue. And they haven't formed yet. They only formed that one time when they put the crystals. So I already know who they are. Um, and I'm a part of that star family, which a lot of you are. We're all part of star families. But that's another video and that's another day. So it was coming through well, I want to tell you too, try and stay cool. I know that we're having blackouts in certain places because we had that solar light come through, and it did reach a lot of places. But even here in the south, the temperatures have been, going up to 110. The units and the grids, they're having a hard time. And we also are having like a drought here. So you're only allowed to water your vegetable gardens or your flower gardens every other day, but only 3 times a week. So I don't know how we're supposed to keep this food alive that we're growing, but we'll figure it out, right? God's with us. The angels are with us. They're helping us with everything. So not going to worry about it. We'll prosper somehow with this, with our food. But yeah, so we have to use less and less electricity. It's a lot of the power grids are struggling all over the world right now. Even in the UK, I saw their temperatures were really hot and they're not used to that. So everybody try and stay cool. Um, it's been a ride, right? But so what was coming in and why I'm doing this video on something I didn't plan again is about the solar flash that's going to happen, that white light, that flash of white light that everybody's talking about. So I jotted down everything, but you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to number, like, what I was being said. I usually number one, two, flip it, one, two, like three, four, five. Well, I forgot to number it, so it's going to be a little scattered. So just bear with me. And if you need more explanation on anything, let me know in the comments below. Or like people have been doing, email me or WhatsApp me. Um, and I'll answer your questions, because this might sound a little confusing, but I'm going to try and get through it so that we all understand it, because I was trying to understand as I was writing it. It's a lot. So, okay. Yeah, I need my glasses for this. So what the solar flash actually does and is not what many of us in the awakened communities truly understand. So then they were talking about the physical and energetic bodies that humanity has carried their entire lives without ever knowing what was there, what was inside of us. There is a humming underneath our planet, and it's a negative frequency that keeps us asleep. And when they're saying that, they mean that it's a frequency that purposely stops the majority of us, because others, like myself, can still relate and hear and get the messages and feel them, and still have that intuition that we can use to give you messages. But for the majority, this is what's happening. And then it says, the dark forces cannot, with this solar flare, the solar flash of light, those dark forces that are doing this to our bodies, they will not be able to continue doing this. So the dark forces cannot stop the process of the solar flash of light. No frequency blocks can suppress this light. Now, they were letting me know to tell you that the human body has been compromised through our food, our water, and our air, and the humming in our earth. It was all done purposely. These dark forces, negative entities, have included in our physical bodies parasites, bacteria, and microscopic organisms that were introduced to the human biological system, specifically engineered to suppress our human immune function, to disrupt our neurological clarity and block the pineal gland from operating at its full capacity, and maintain the human body in a state of chronic low level dysfunction, which makes the spiritual awakening more difficult, and energetic sensitivity more harder to sustain. Meaning, we can get our frequency up, but then because of what they've done and what they're doing, it comes back down. So some people are not understanding, why am I going up and I can feel it, and then I come back down? That's one of the reasons. But when the solar flare happens, these engineered parasites within the human body will not work anymore. The solar flashlight is calibrated to make it impossible for this to work within the human body. They will not be able to survive in the new frequency. They will simply cease to function. So they won't work no more. And that's why you're hearing everybody saying that with the solar flash, when that light comes, everybody will be awakened. That's why, because everything that they've done to our bodies through food and water and the humming under the earth, all those things. Some say vaccines. They didn't tell me that here. But certain things, they have these little nano things that go into the body when you are getting certain injections. So be careful of what you allow them to inject into your being. Then it says, I think it's this one. Bear with me. Um, so if, okay, I think it says it's designed to keep human consciousness oh, okay, the stuff that they put in us, yes, going from that, the parasites and so forth, are designed to keep, and the humming under, in the earth, are designed to keep human consciousness below the threshold of awakening every etheric implant placed in the subtle bodies of sleeping humans to prevent them from accessing their full spiritual capacity. This has been done across generations for thousands of years. When the solar flash arrives, all of those all of these stop working. Simultaneously, instantly, it shall no longer be. They will not function. They will not be able to function. The solar flash will also trigger a purge of releasing. Now, this is for us, the humans. The solar flash will also trigger a purge of releasing what no longer serves us. So even though we've been working, most of us have been working on that, right? Letting go of the past, letting go of stuff that hurt us or somebody, all that pain and anger, letting go of all of it, releasing it. It's still going to be more, and it's going to get rid of every little tiny little ounce of it is going to be triggered. And everything that no longer serves you will be released. A pure cleansing of your entire being will be done. Every human being will go through this purging. Every single one of us. Even when this happens, um, some of us will be asleep because it'll be our nighttime where we go to sleep. Some of us it will be daytime. Doesn't matter if you're sleeping. It's gonna happen to us all. So you'll wake up and feel different. You'll know. You'll know that it happened. Um, and this, they tell me, the reason why this message I had to get out for today is because this is going to happen, and they're saying very soon. Now, their very soon and our very soon, I try to explain to them, is very different. But that's how they wanted me to announce it, that it's happening very soon. So there you go. Underneath the shift and the dimensional upgrade and the collective awakening, the solar flash is far more than just a simple wave of energy washing over the planet. It is actually a cosmic purge also, which all this is going to happen simultaneously at the same time, instantly. The solar flash carries within it a specific frequency that was calibrated by our Creator, God, and the highest councils of the galactic federations. They are beings of love and light. For only one purpose above all others, it is to make every implant, every frequency device made, every conscious suppression system that negative aliens have installed and on and around our earth over thousands of years will be obsolete, finished, as completely and permanently neutralized with no power source in the world. Where that power source no longer exists, every frequency tower, will no longer exist. Okay, that's that. Now, those to explain what those frequencies are so that you can I'm trying to explain to you like I already understand it, so I'm going to try and explain it this way. What they've put in us, in our foods, in our waters, in our towers, and the humming in the earth, those parasites that get into our bodies, um, it they they feed off of us being in that lower frequency, right? And they feed off of us with leaving us with feelings. They want us to feel drained, and they amplify a negative emotional state in us. They feed they feed off our fears, doubts, and all that negative stuff. Our self-worth, our inadequacies, and you know what I'm saying, I hope, right? They feed off of anything that has to do with fear, low frequency. So then they whisper to you in a lower subconscious way self-destructive impulses, alcoholism, smoking, um, like things that you get obsessed with, or like sometimes, like for me, it could be 1 minute I don't understand. I want sugar, sugar, sugar. You know what I mean? Those kind of things. Food temptations of, foods that aren't good for you, and eating them like in abundance that you shouldn't be, right? Because it's not good for our bodies. I'm one of those people. I get those impulses. Um, they want to keep us at that frequency because that's how they feed off of that energy and they get energized. Um, there's so much more to this. But this is what I feel comfortable sharing. Um, so it's just, then the note says, keeping you at that exact frequency they need to feed off of. And I just can't explain that. So that's what they put it in the subconscious mind, whispering, and you don't even know it. You don't even know where these thoughts are coming from. And just say, oh, you know what? I think I want to eat a whole pizza. Or, you know what? I'm going to get drunk. Or I'm going to have, 2 packs of cigarettes. Or whatever it is. They keep you at that level. So to explain it to people that are meditating, that are doing all the work and saying, you know, I can feel, I read, because you can feel going into that higher frequency, right? You feel yourself going into a higher realm. Then the next day or hours later, you're like, why am I feeling like this? Well, now you understand it. So we just have to keep fighting it and just keep doing what we're doing. Prayer, however you do it. Also, with prayer, thank you. Okay, I just got a reminder with prayer. Now, this is Mother Mary, and she's saying, "My beautiful children, when you pray, remember any prayer that lets you believe that you are a sinner or there is a negative tone. Those words did not come from me. You are not a sinner. You are a being of love and light." Remember that. Always remember that. When you pray, pray with the realization that you are God and God is in you. You are in God. You are a being of love and light, and you are not a sinner. You do not ask to be forgiven. You must not ask to be forgiven for sins, for you are not a sinner. Know that you are loved, loved, loved. Okay. That that's the message. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, the self-destructive impulses. So, now you kind of know where they're coming from, and know that Mary, Jesus, other beings of love and light, they are always surrounding you. You need to ask for the permission for them to keep you guarded and protected. Without your permission, they're not allowed to do this. They're here, they want to protect us, but you have to ask for it because of our free will. I understand that. You understand that, right? I'm just letting them know I understand that. So I hope you understand that. So always ask. Like, here's an example. When I get up, I always ask for Archangel Michael to come in and place me in his blue ball of protection. And then I do for each of my family members, my grandchildren. And then I ground myself. I plant the roots from my soles of my feet and my base chakra. And I picture them going deep into the ground with Mother Earth and then Mother Gaia, guiding me to deep deeply root me into the ground, and then I bring that energy up and place it into my heart. So you always want to ground yourself, and then I ask, for the angels to guide me, protect me throughout my day, and my family members too. So just ask for what you need. They will give it to you. Oh yeah, and then it says, so even when people are doing all the right things, sometimes um, you know, like even a guru, like, sometimes somebody that is like constantly doing their mantras, constantly doing their prayers, constantly doing their yoga, will still have a bout of like a feeling of depression or self-doubt or feeling inadequate or, the negative things. That's why they're trying to distract you from you continuing to do your work. Keep doing your greatest work, because that only annoys them, and I love annoying them. Yeah, and that's what keeps the negative patterns going. So we got to keep saying, no, I love myself. No, I don't feel inadequate. No, you know what? I'm going to let this feeling pass and just picture it going past you, like in a little wave going through you, and just say bye. And then send it off to the beautiful violet light and watch it burn and turn into love and light. That's the way to get through this, people, because until that solar flash comes, these are the things that we're going to go through, the different frequencies, the different feelings that are going to flow through. Just think of it like an ocean wave coming, and then you watch it go out. And as it goes out, send it to the beautiful violet light, let it burn, turning it into God's love and light, and it's gone. And then it passes. So let's see. They also talked about, and if you need help with that, always contact me. I will help you. I'm here to help. I'm here to assist everybody with God's love. Okay? With all my heart. Anything. Then it says every human being will have, when this happens, because everything's happened all simultaneously, every human being will have full cognitive function. The pineal glands will function at its full capacity. Your intuition will work as its full capacity. You will have emotional stability, and all of these upgrades will happen simultaneously. So that's what I was trying to explain for the people that think, well, we don't all have the same, nighttime, daytime. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Even when it sleeps, when you wake up, that's why I was saying you're going to feel it. You're going to be like, whoa, this feels good. You're going to know the difference, and it's going to be great. You're going to feel it inside your being, your whole body. Now, they also talked about, for me, is, I really don't know nothing about astral planes, but this is what they told me. The astral plane surrounding our Earth, there's an astral plane that surrounds our Earth. It's not clean. There are these entities that we were talking about that exist in the lower astral dimensions. And that's the ones that are feeding off of us. They're feeding on our human emotional energy, which we went over just a few moments ago. the fear, the grief, the anger, the shame, confusion. These entities have been called many names by us here on earth. The archons, jinns, don't really know what they are. Parasitic entities, dark form entities such as we call, what did I write here? Archons, jinns, parasitic entities, negative thought forms have been attached to humans at the energetic level for generations. They also included what we talked about are the I put here lizards, but I don't think I meant lizards because I have it like questioned. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm waiting for an answer. Oh, reptilians. Sorry. Reptilians who are dark are part of this thing here, are part of the darkness. Um, yeah. Um, they are real beings operating in a dimension that most humans cannot perceive, which we can't, right? But there are secret military workers that know about this stuff. There's dark government that knows about this stuff, but not all your like senators, congressmen, they're just learning like as we are about this stuff. So there is a dark government. It's there, people, but don't have fear because we have so many beautiful beings of light, God Himself helping us. But anyway, most humans cannot perceive, but humans feel them without even knowing. But they attach to humans and you feel it in those different ways. They feed off you, leaving you feeling drained, amplifying your negative emotional states. They feed off your fears, doubts, and so forth. So we went over that. That's where you're getting those different types of feelings that you're not unsure, you're not sure. Like, I mean, here's an example. I woke up really happy, and I'm just saying that one day I woke up really happy, and then a few hours later, and then I was like, why am I feeling depressed? Right? Well, where'd this come from? So I worked through it, like I explained, and I let it go through, let it pass by, and then I say bye bye, and I send it to the violet light, and I watch it in my mind's eye turn into love and light and dissipate. It's gone. So those are the things. So that's the video that they really wanted me to talk to you about. And these are beings of love and light and Mother Mary. And Mother Mary's also still saying, with this information, do not take it to heart to bring fear into your life. Know that all is being taken care of and we were all going to be okay. Keep doing what we're doing. And again, remember prayer that comes from God, Jesus, or Jeshua, or Mary Magdalene, or any angels, your guides, archangels, they will never have any words in them that say, forgive me, I am a sinner. Those words don't exist. Take them out of your prayer. And remember, you are loved, you are held, and you are all beautiful beings of love and light. And I love you all, my beautiful children. Thank you, Mother Mary. And that's the message. So I hope that this resonates with you. Again, if you need to understand what this message was more about, I will help you in any way I can. I will ask for guidance for that you can understand what this message is. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave it behind because maybe you were not meant to hear this specific message. If it resonates, then you needed to hear this message. And that's it for today. Okay, I hope everybody has a beautiful weekend. Well, you're actually going to see this on Sunday. So happy 4th of July. I hope everybody stays safe here in the States. Um, I don't know if anybody's having fireworks because we are in this terrible, the fire zone with the heat. But everybody try and stay as cool as possible. Help your neighbors if they need help. If you know any elderly people that don't have air conditioner, bring them into your homes. Get them to a safe place where there's air conditioning, and hang in there, everybody, because it's gonna get better. It's happening. We're in it. And anybody that's in the areas with their fires, everything is coming to fruition. And thank you again, everybody, for letting me know that, yes, all the messages that I have placed out there on several videos about the earthquakes, the volcanoes, the floods, the earth opening up, um, uh, and there's more because I see the Antarctic's shifting. It's shifting closer to land, or so. It's shifting. All I can see is it's shifting this way. So look for that. But I just wanted to thank everybody for getting in touch with me and letting me know, this really happened. I know they're going to happen because everything I was ever shown throughout all my life has always happened. But we are going to get through this. And I just want to send you all so much love and healing. And if you're in those places, be prepared. Be prepared. That's all that I've been told to tell you is just be prepared because all these things are happening. Floods, droughts, intense hurricanes are going to hit. Um, Like, I know in other places they're called typhoons. They're gonna be pretty intense. I keep seeing the number 5. So a hurricane 5, they're gonna be big. So get to high land, get away from the waters when you hear about these hurricanes. Prepare yourself, take caution. And same thing where if you live where the volcanoes are erupting, because they're erupting ones that they didn't think were going to ever erupt again. They're erupting. I mean, it's all happening. And the same thing with the earthquakes and seeing the land split. It's all happening, and it's going to continue to happen. I'll do other videos on because there's much, much more to come for next year, the rest of this year, and then next year. Until then, I send you my love and I send you healing. God bless you. Healing and love and peace for every single one of you. Namaste. Be safe.